Travel the roads to the Fargo-Moorhead area and you realize the roads he has traveled. This is the home to a sports-crazed region in many ways. In the last 2 decades, it's become a hotbed for a sport that was on the radar, but not the front page. Somewhere in this town was the Cullen family, and a young prospect named Matt was emerging.
I remember him when he was a Bantam. I mean, I coached him when he was a Bantam, and he has that. He still has just as much fun now, it seems, as he did when he was a little 13, 14-year-old kid.
It was in this arena at Moorhead High School that Cullen, with his father Terry as head coach, took the hockey program to a state tournament level.
Here's Matt Cullen, winding and firing, he scores! Matt Cullen answered 11 seconds into the second overtime. Moorhead goes to the final.
Yeah, those were some great years. We enjoyed the heck out of it. We had some really good teams and some good players come through, and to be able to play with my brothers and my dad as a coach, and to kind of help the Moorhead program become what it is today. Those were great years. We really loved it.
Oh, put it in, you guys! Fire it!
It started with my father, who, we moved here in 1986, and my dad was the high school hockey coach, and he kind of changed the program from, he brought it from just an average another program in Minnesota to one of the elite programs in Minnesota.
It was in this building he met many special people. One was a basketball player.
I remember when I was in high school, I was kind of a little bit sour at this girl who was getting all the headlines in the newspaper, and that was Bridge. She was a really good basketball player, and she went on to play at Mankato State.
You get to ride the Zamboni with Dennis? What? Oh my gosh, you're so lucky.
So yeah, it's fun. She's really taken to the hockey, and I think that her having a sports background in athletics has really helped her to, that's not necessarily the easiest lifestyle, I don't think, for a wife.
So did you like hockey, or?
No, we always would tease each other because in high school, the hockey team would get all the fans, and we didn't hardly get any fans, and so we kind of were rivals. And I didn't like hockey very much in high school, but now I've kind of grown to
appreciate it
and know the game. And
how did you two meet?
Chemistry class.
Is that right? On this day, they are training at the Moorhead Ice Arena. The Cullen family grew up on this sheet. A handful of college and professional players are here. They make the area their year-round home.
I still every time I walk in the door, I get some goosebumps.
His younger brother Mark is in the Florida Panthers system, trying to make his own name in the NHL.
I've been in a lot of different cities in the last few years, but primarily in the American League, and here and there in the NHL, a few games here and there. But this year I signed with the Florida Panthers.
What he and his brothers and sister have learned is that work is the key to almost anything in life.
I remember them when they were small, all 3 boys and their sister, pretty dedicated, very passionate for the game of hockey. You can see the passion that they have.
That is what these sessions are all about. Pure sweat, determination, competing against oneself to prepare for the next level, the next goal. Do you believe in that philosophy that you can outwork a lot of your competition?
I really do. I never made any select teams when I was younger. It took me until I was about in high school and college before I kind of became a little bit better than some of the other kids. I was one of those guys that had to work at everything, and I was kind of a slower guy, so I worked really hard at my skating, and now my skating has become one of the stronger parts of my game. And so I'm a firm believer in that. I really truthfully believe that the harder you work, the more success you're going to have.
Camps in front of Harding. Corvo, Cullen, he shoots, he scores!
The next level for Matt Cullen is playing for his home state team. He signed a multi-year, multi-million-dollar contract in the offseason to play with the Minnesota Wild. A veteran presence has returned, a hockey prodigal son.
It's really exciting. I was kind of hoping secretly that it would work out, but you never know in this league, in this business, so I'm just happy I only have to go 3 hours to training camp.
His hockey journey has turned into a long-tenured career, highlighted by being part of a Stanley Cup champion in Carolina.
No matter what happens, you want a cup, and that's really the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, and it's one of those things that I don't think you ever really expect that it could possibly happen, but when it does, it's better than you could ever even have dreamt about. And it just kind of really, it just makes you feel good about you work your whole life towards one goal, and to be able to reach it is it's kind of beyond words.
In keeping with the NHL tradition, he brought that cup home for a day no one in attendance will forget.
That was a pretty teary moment for me to kind of come home, and Morin Youth Hockey's done so much for me, and I mean that's what me and my brothers grew up with. And
Matt gives back a lot. Just his presence being here at the rink is huge. With all the youth kids coming here, they see him out there playing, and he lets them play with him. And yeah, I mean it's a storybook thing, is what it is.
That's why he'd like to do it again, wearing the colors of the Minnesota Wild.
oh, that's awesome. I mean, it's settled in now, and I've had some time to think about it and really kind of enjoy the fact that I get to play here and be a part of the Wild tradition, and hopefully bring a cup back home. I mean, it's, you couldn't ask for a better scenario, a better opportunity.
There's more opportunity in his life. He and his wife have been blessed with 3 boys. The oldest is just 3 years old. But Brooks Cullen is on the ice with his father. You sense there may be flashbacks for Matt.
Are you done working out? Yeah? Did you score? Yeah. Good. Knuckles?
It's fun for me because this is what I built my life around, is playing the game, and to have them, especially the oldest now, be out on the ice with me and get to experience it and kind of see it through my eyes a little bit has been really fun.
There isn't much about his life that isn't fun, but you realize how hard he works to make sure of that. That the real commitment has been to a determination, an attitude, one that serves as an example.
He couldn't be a better older brother, a guy to follow after.
And you sense his life has a sense of balance, of priorities that can only come with family and fatherhood.
Well, I'm just so proud of everything, our family and him, and I stay at home now, but we have a children's foundation that we run together, and that is just the most amazing thing we've ever done. And everything kind of comes full circle, now that he's back in Minnesota, so it's good.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.